What's up, y'all? Welcome back, and as you can see by this video, it's going to be kind of an overview of the new turbo setup that I have on my 2017 Toyota 86. If you guys have been following around the channel, if you follow my Instagram, you know I've been talking for a while about wanting to boost the 86, and I mean it's been the goal for like a really long time to be able to do this, and I finally got the chance to do it. Again, if you guys have been following on my Instagram, you've known that I actually picked up the car about a month ago from getting tuned, did the install myself, and we're going to be kind of walking through what's going on with the car. We'll add a kind of like revving clip from the front, revving clip from the back, so you guys can kind of hear what the car sounds like now. So we'll start off by kind of walking through setup, so I'll kind of tell you guys what specs my kit are and why I chose those specifications. Alright, and here is the kit itself. And to basically go over setup for this real quick, this is the JDL 2.1 turbo kit for the Toyota 86 for the Gen 1 cars. And we have, for manifold, we have equal length manifold, recirculated downpipe, wrinkle red coldside coating, we have titanium hotside coating. For the turbo, we have a Garrett 3076R Gen 2. Some people that know these kits will say, why are you going with a 3076R Gen 2? Isn't that for the built motor cars? I'll go over that in a second. But yeah, that is most of the main kind of core setup things. Also got a 3-bar map sensor as well. But yeah, that's mostly the core setup things that I ordered from JDL that we got through JDL. Also to note as well, this car is also now running a dual resonated front and overpipe combo. That's also from JDL as well, and that's full 3-inch. So the car is full 3-inch from the turbo back. So the first major decision that I made on the car was the equal length manifold. The reason that I went for that is just kind of like a sound preference, and I tell most people that if you want to go equal length or unequal length, that's mainly just a sound preference. I've been on unequal length for a long time, like over 2.5 years, and a lot of friends that I know are boosted have equal length, and I really like the way their car sounded. So that's the reason why I wanted to go with equal length. Another major decision as well is the wastegate. You have the options of doing recirculated or you have vent to atmosphere. Recirculated is a little bit more tame than vent to atmosphere. I personally just wanted to go with that to keep it like just a little bit more street car. So that's the reason why I went with that. But again, that's going to be a personal preference thing. Now for the major decision that a lot of people are going to be asking about. This thing right here. Garrett 3076R Gen 2. Now the reason I decided to go with the 3076R Gen 2 instead of one of the smaller turbos that people normally go with, basically, I was talking to Marcos or Off Balance World, if some of you guys might know him, if you guys follow him, or if you guys should check him out if you don't. He has a built motor car, and he's running the same turbo, 3076R Gen 2. But when you think about it, what mainly kills these motors is hard-hitting torque. And with a smaller turbo, the torque hits a lot harder than with the bigger turbo. With the 3076R Gen 2, the torque kind of rolls on a little bit slower. Obviously, the 3076R Gen 2 isn't going to be as good as on response as a smaller turbo. It's still a really good modern Garrett turbo. So it still has that punch that it needs, even though it's a larger turbo, even though I'm not pulling anywhere near the maximum efficiency of the turbo. So yeah, that's the main reason why I decided to go with the 3076R Gen 2 instead of a smaller turbo. It's just makes sense for longevity wise. Now in terms of power and tune, the car was tuned by Kinetic Motor Works up in New Hampshire, and the car put down 290 wheel at the dyno, and that's on like a pretty conservative tune. And the main goal of this was to have the car make more power, be fun, but also be reliable as well. Reliability is a large goal of mine, as I've talked about before, and that's the reason why we're not really going crazy on power right now. Down the line, I am kind of considering going on E85, but it's not something that's like immediately necessary for me right now. The car does make more than enough power as is, and I'm plenty happy with the amount of power that it makes right now. In terms of what's next for the car, main thing, I need to get a clutch in. The clutch is on its way out. I can't really push the car too hard right now with the clutch as it is. It is slipping a bit, so that is the next move, probably within the next week, honestly. Clutch will be coming out with an upgraded clutch to handle the extra power that's being put down now. So yeah, so that's basically going to sum it up for the core things that I really wanted to talk about in this video. Kind of wanted to keep it kind of short and give you an update on where the car is at since it's now boosted. So I'll basically get some revving clips for you guys real quick, get some from the front so you can hear like the blow-off valve and all that stuff. And I'll get some from the back as well so you can see how the car sounds different than how it did before. Still running the same catback with the Tomei TI Type 80 with the 3-inch single exit, but yeah. Yeah, so I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Like I said, just something light. Feel free to leave a comment if you guys have any suggestions, any questions you want to ask me. I'm always open to answering stuff. And yeah, that'll do it for today. And see you guys in the next one.